Culture 3. Screen exports.
British TV around the world. Selling British TV programmes to countries around the world is an important industry for the UK. It brings in around £1.3 billion a year. The top countries for British TV exports are 1. The USA, 2. Sweden, 3. Denmark, 4. Germany, and 5. Norway. There are two main types of TV export: finished programmes and formats. When countries buy a finished programme, it is ready to broadcast on their own channels. When they buy a format, they are just buying the idea for a programme. They then have to make the programme in their own language and with people and places from their own countries. Many of the finished programmes are dramas. For example, the historical drama Downton Abbey is very popular in many countries. Midsummer Murders, a detective drama from 1997, is still a huge favourite around the world. Wildlife documentaries are also an important export. Popular British formats include several talent shows. The X Factor and Strictly Come Dancing are two well-known examples. Cookery programmes are very popular too. For example, local versions of MasterChef are on TV in more than 40 different countries, including India and Iran. Different TV shows are popular in different countries. For example, the science fiction show Doctor Who is very popular in Turkey and many other countries. But when a TV company in Finland bought the programme, audiences there did not like it at all. They prefer an old police drama called Heartbeat, which was popular in the UK 20 years ago and only sells to a few countries.
Culture 3. Exercises 4 and 5.
Top Gear, a BBC TV programme about cars, is the most popular factual TV programme in the world. Every week, about 350 million people watch it in 170 different countries. In most countries, they watch the British version of the programme. But a few countries bought the format from the BBC and made their own versions. However, this was not always a good decision. Russia and Australia both made their own programmes following the same format as the British programme, but they were not popular with viewers. In the end, both countries decided to show the original BBC programme instead. Top Gear began about 40 years ago, in the 1970s. In the early days, it was quite a serious programme, with lots of information about new cars. But in 2002, it changed its style completely, and, as a result, became far more popular and successful. The programme was still about cars, but it also contained a lot of humour. They started filming the show in front of a live audience, and the atmosphere was like a party. The programme's presenters, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May, became well-known celebrities in the UK and around the world. Although all three presenters are male, a lot of the programme's viewers, about 40% in fact, are female. The new version of the programme introduced a character called the Stig, a racing driver who tested new cars. Nobody knew the identity of the Stig because he always wore a racing driver's helmet. People wondered if it could be a famous Formula One driver, and the mystery made the show even more popular. But the relationship between the three presenters is probably the main reason for the programme's success. However, in 2015, the main presenter, Jeremy Clarkson, lost his job. He had an argument with another person who was working on the show, and Clarkson hit him. Richard Hammond and James May also left the show. But that is not the end of Top Gear. The BBC is now making the show with new presenters.